So last night I was playing around in Willow Creek because I don't know. I don't know why Willow Creek has this clutch on me right now, but it does. And I feel like we're probably sick and tired of seeing Willow Creek. Like, I feel like we are. I feel like everybody plays here, everybody builds here. I know we're sick and tired of it. But it's the only place in The Sims. I'm pretty sure it literally actually is, now that I'm thinking about it. I'm pretty sure it's the only place that has like a neighborhood that does this. Like this kind of like cul-de-sac kind of thing. Is this a cul-de-sac? Or dead end street or whatever you want to call it? Yeah. It's only the thing that has like a neighborhood feel to it because it has lots on both sides on like one street. I genuinely don't think any other place has that. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go and waste time trying to think if any, like, obviously this neighborhood has that. Maybe Willow Creek in general, I think, is actually the only place. Oasis Springs, I guess it's kind of like that, but it's more spaced out. Like, it doesn't feel like it's like across from each other that much. Newcrest, yeah, this is more like a city kind of area. I guess this sort of has it, but they're like spaced out. Like, it's just not the same. I don't think we have any lots like that, do we? Well, I guess Brindleton Bay has this like neighborhood area. I don't know, but you know what I mean. It's just no other neighborhood feels the same, okay? And so I've been getting up to some shenanigans, as I always am in this game, and I've been playing around with making it look not like Willow Creek. So that's what I've been doing. And I've also been, guys, I'm so sorry. I know I've been saying this for so long. I swear, like, I'm gonna do it. Like, I'm gonna release these trees. I'm gonna do. I've been working on them for so long, and I think I said like by the end of the summer I would have them, and it's literally December 1st when I'm filming this right now, and I'm sorry. Okay, it's because I had to go through so many things. At first I was gonna make them like tree overrides, and then I did that for like a couple months, and then I realized how long it was taking me and how many overrides I would have to make, and then I got really overwhelmed, and then I scrapped it because I didn't like the textures on some stuff. Girl, it was too much, okay? But eventually I got it to a place that I liked it, and then I decided to just make standalone trees, so they're not going to be overrides, but they're like trees that you can add to the game. You know what I mean? So they're like buyable, I guess is what I'm saying. I made them all very cheap because if you're like me and like to place a bajillion trees around and you don't want to be like, you know, spending 100 simoleons per tree, I made them so they're like $1. Yeah. So eventually these will, like, you know what? Probably this month, probably in December, to be honest, because I think I only have a couple of trees that I want to change the bark of, because I finally got, okay, you know when you look at trees in real life, I know I'm going on a side tangent, just bear with me. You know when you look at trees in real life and they're not like this color, you see this fence color right here, you see that, this like deep brown? I feel like we're like, when we draw a tree as a kid, we're like, oh yeah, brown for the trunk and everything, you know, it's kind of like this. Like, I want to change these trunks. So it's, you know, I'm just constantly working on this tree project. But you see how this tree trunk is kind of like a brownish kind of color, like that? Like some trees are like that in real life, you know, depending on where you are. But a lot of trees in real life be looking gray for no reason. Like the trunk of the trees, they're kind of light looking. They're much lighter than you would think that they are. And so I was trying for the longest time to get a bark color that seemed realistic enough without being like looking kind of weird and ashy in the game, because I feel like if you do a gray bark it looks kind of weird in The Sims. And so I was trying to like strike a balance between it being realistic and then not being too gray, and I think this bark color that I got going on is like the perfect amount, because it's not too like chocolatey brown, but it's also not too gray. I think it's like the perfect bark color. You can see it like right there. You know what I mean? Like, that's what a tree looks like in real life. again, there's different kinds of trees. There's like a bajillion different kind of trees, and they all have different bark textures and like colors and stuff. But a lot of the time, you know, they kind of be looking like that. And so that's what I was trying to do. Anyways, I got on a tangent about trees there. It's because I feel like genuinely so bad. Like every time I'm working on these trees, I'm like, everyone hates me because I haven't released it yet, and I'm sorry. I am working on it, and I've just been tweaking a lot of things, and they will be out, and they will not be overrides. I'm so sorry. I know I said originally they're gonna be overrides. I cannot do it. Like, the amount of work that goes into that is kind of insane, truly. So yeah, anyways, after that big ramble, yeah, I've just been like working on this little town area. I've been placing these little like deco shells because I want it to be like a cute little small town kind of vibe, instead of it being like that neighborhood kind of thing that was going on over there. Yeah, I don't know. It's like the more I play, like the longer this game has gone on, the more I just try to make it feel like it's The Sims 3, to be honest. And so I have like all these like deco shells that are from the Sims 3. I think it was Kestrel Teens. Yeah, Kestrel Teens, I believe, made these deco shells. But yeah, so I've just been placing stuff. Don't look too close, okay? Because, you know, as realistic as it would be to like have, you know, if this was like an actual city hall, which is in my brain what it would be, obviously they would have like a parking lot, and it wouldn't be grass terrain. But do you see this mess? Do you see this like ridge that's coming up? Like the lots inside of Willow Creek. See, look how janked up. Like, this is not from the shell being on there. Like, this is just how janky the terrain is here. And so there's simply nothing I can do about that. And taking the time to place down concrete is just a waste of time. I've done it before. I've literally done it before in one of my saves that I've made before, because I'm crazy and I keep restarting things. But like, do you see how janky this is? Like, it's just not worth it. So I'm not putting any, you know, concrete rugs or whatever here to make it look more realistic. It's just gonna be grass, okay? Because nobody's really looking at it that close. You know, we're gonna be looking at it like this. And if you want to take pictures, it's just gonna be unrealistic because there's nothing I can do about it. I kind of placed them over here a little bit, but it's still janky. As you can see, like, it's floating a little bit. Like, it's just the terrain. The terrain's weird, okay? So I had to just you have to do what you gotta do, you know? And so I just kind of haphazardly placed it over there. But if you're just looking at it from the distance that you would when you're playing, because really this is like the only usable area in the game, then you're fine, you know? You don't really notice it that much. I placed this like random cabin thing over here. I don't know if I'm gonna keep that though. I think I might just make this like foresty looking. Yeah, I think I might make this foresty looking. So I'll put like more of these like kind of pine trees and stuff, and maybe some more of these deco, these like mats, they're called. I put some mats over here, so they're just like thin little like pictures essentially. They're ones that I made. They're actually in the paint. Well, when I say I made them, I mean like, I think this texture I got on my own, but they're actually the textures from the K-Hippie 808 like Vista mod, which is why you see like these background trees over here look more realistic. So it's their like images. I did not make them. Full credit goes to K-Hippie. I just slapped them onto a like picture mesh, I guess, so that I could like size them up or size them down and be able to like place them in the world. So yeah, honestly, because it's like nature themed, I have like different swatches of them like these. Because it's nature themed, I'll probably, oh yeah, I did bushes as well, because they also had bush textures and like some grass. So if you wanted like grass in the, obviously you would like size it down, but if you wanted like long grass or something in the distance, then you could put that down. I'll probably like release this, I guess, with the tree texture stuff, because it's like also nature themed, so I guess that makes sense to have them both in a download. So yes, I really am going to genuinely try to get that up in December, because I know it's been like way too long. I'm so sorry. It's just because I, you know, there's just so many iterations that I was going through. But anywho, yeah, so I have like this little town thing, and I put a little bus stop thing over here. I have to get I don't think I have it in my game right now, but if you wanted to make this like functional in a way, you get the ravishing, I think it's called bus, I have no idea what it's called, but it has to do something with a bus stop basically, and it has like signs that are functional, so if you click on it, your sim can like travel, and it costs money and everything. So I'm gonna put that there and then have my sims travel like that. I feel like people might be watching this and be like, oh, you're making a save file for download. I have tried so many times to do that, and because this game is so broken and they keep, you know, getting corrupted or something glitches, I'm just making this for me at this point, because if this decides to go kaput and I can't actually use it anymore, I'll, you know, it's just me losing it and not everybody else. And then I'd be like flooded with questions about why something's not working. You know, it's just at this point the game's too old and it doesn't want to run, and this is just a little thing that I'm doing for fun. So this is what this is. But yeah, I've been doing that little town area, and then I wanted to make this kind of like area that has, you know, that little like magical tree that you can go into. I wanted it to be more like foresty looking. It's kind of hard to make a foresty looking thing that your Sims can actually traverse through in the Sims. So it's not the best looking, but they do follow this like dirt path usually when they're walking. So yeah, I just put like a bunch of bushes and trees, and then there's that like little fishing thing here. I wish we could take this canal thing out, but you can't, because I'm pretty sure it's part of the world mesh. So it's like not deletable basically. That kind of sucks, because I kind of hate this, to be honest. I really wish this wasn't here at all. I would have preferred if they made it like a natural water source where you could go and fish, and not some weird canal thing. You know, but it is what it is, so we're just gonna have to deal with it. But yeah, basically that's what I've been doing. I also placed some more trees over here, because when I build the houses and stuff, I want it to feel like it's in a more woodsy area, I guess, because usually there's like that warehouse, and like there's like the containers and stuff like that, the shipping containers. I think there's a crane maybe, but I just put trees there because ain't nobody need to see anything over there. And then over this way, like this is obviously one of the lots that I'm on right now, as you can see with the grid. I think I'm gonna put 2 houses here because this is a big lot. I usually like to do just one big lot here, but I don't know, I kind of want it to feel a little bit fuller. I know a lot of people do that, and make it a like double lot, but yeah, I don't know, that's what I have here right now. And then obviously this is another lot, and then this is like the in-between part, and then I want to make it really like, you know, like a path, a wooded, you know, nature-y kind of path, and then it goes down here, and then you get, see, look how botched up this world mesh is. Like, why is there so many places that have this? Actually, you know what, I think it's because, actually no, I think this is still a path area. I was gonna say maybe it's because the houses or whatever are supposed to be placed here, but this is still the area where your Sims can walk, because it's like directly behind the lot. So this is supposed to be walkable space, so I don't know why it's all botched up like this. But anyways, this is like a forest path, because you know how you can like harvest these like bluebells and stuff like that. They'll have like mushrooms and like, you know, I think there's like frog logs and stuff like that in places. But I thought it would make more sense to just, you know, have these instead of like, I don't know, behind somebody's house and you're just going and getting mushrooms for some reason. It's like a foresty kind of path, and this obviously like winds around to where I just showed you guys that I put like where this path kind of starts, and there's like the fishing area. So it kind of comes around like this, and then it's also part of this foresty area. I just like threw some rocks down and stuff like that. And then it comes out here, which is obviously like fenced off. And it goes down this road, and I just placed like a couple buildings over there, because I don't know, it looked kind of blank to me. So I just placed some buildings over there and then trees and stuff like that. But I put this like playground set in here. And if you are coming off of this path, like between the houses here, and then you come down here, this is like a little open area. And then I put like a soccer field kind of thing. Maybe soccer games happen. I don't know. I just put this here. It's got 2 soccer nets, and these are functional because they're by I think it's Zolf, if I'm not mistaken. Zolf made basically converted the ones from The Sims 3, so you can play soccer. Your Sims will like kick the ball or whatever into the net, and so I just put those there. And I guess your sim could like have a soccer ball and then like be playing there, but that's what I have over here. And then this is also kind of fenced off a little bit, so it's kind of separating this area. And then I put this like park here, and I put a little area for people to like sit and eat. And there's this bathroom stall that was just there in the world, so I guess this is just here. I don't think I've ever noticed that being here. Like, has that always been? I mean, I guess it has always been here, but I don't remember ever seeing this in the world, because I thought this was where the houses are. I don't really remember what Willow Creek looks like that much, because like originally, because I don't ever play in its like original world. Like, I always have this emptied. I don't know. I just really don't like the way it looks originally. So I genuinely haven't seen it in so long that I don't actually know, but I'm pretty sure this was where the houses were placed, right? Because this is like the playable space, and then there's that area that has like the garden kind of thing, the community garden, and then there's like a stall, and then this is all like housing. So I don't know why there's this bathroom here, but I didn't place this down. This was already here, so I guess it just spawns there, but I don't remember that being there. And then there's like this walkway beyond the fence that goes to some kind of stadium slash school. It's supposed to be a high school because it's from The Sims 3. It's like a deco shell. So I just like made this open fence because maybe they have to like get in through there. I don't know. Again, a parking lot would make a lot of sense over here because it's supposed to be a school. But the terrain, as you can see, is all wobbly. And I'm not dealing with that. Like, it's just kind of a waste. Again, I've done it before, and I know that it's a waste of time because the terrain is janky. So I'm not gonna bother putting a parking lot there, but it would make sense that there would be one. Yeah, I guess in order to make it like make sense, instead of having like these kind of rugs, which is what I would usually place, you need something a lot thicker because these are obviously very thin because it's just like basically a PNG. You would need like a very thick like slab kind of thing that would go here to make a parking lot. I'm sure there's probably CC for it. If I really care enough, maybe I'll do it. But right now, I don't think I care enough, to be honest. Like, I don't think I do, so yeah, that's what I have going on right now at the moment. I guess I just want to show you guys this because I did this last night and the day before, so this is like 2 days or a couple hours, I guess, of work. But I want to test this out because I don't know if this is gonna be, there's some places that your Sims can't walk, and I do have the clickable worlds in. So technically they'll be able to go over here, but sometimes they won't be able to use stuff. And I don't really like having clickable worlds in my game if I'm doing gameplay specifically, because your Sims will walk through anything and it gets like really annoying. So it's better to take it out when you're not like obviously world building. So yeah, I'm gonna have to take that out and then see if the Sims can actually come here and then see if it's functional, because that is obviously important. If I'm going to use it to play the game, which is kind of my goal right now, because I realize I haven't actually played The Sims in a hot minute, like just for fun and to like actually play the game and not just be building stuff. So I do want to do that at some point, but yeah, I don't know if we're gonna work on the houses or if I should just decorate this area. I think maybe we'll go over there right now, because obviously I haven't done that area yet. So it's just kind of blank space at the moment. Usually what I would do, at least in the past when I was making over Willow Creek and stuff, I would like build the actual lots first. So like build like a house here and everything, and then try to decorate around it. But this time I decided to go about it in like decorating the world around it first and then doing the houses. And I actually find that I'm having a better time doing that way. I don't know why. I don't know. It just feels more natural and less forced. And I don't know how else, oh my goodness. I can't talk today. I don't know how else I would describe that, but it just genuinely feels so different. Is this shadow on this tree all botched up? Oh my gosh. See, this is what I'm talking about. I'll make something, like this is like a tree that I retextured with using textures from like other tree like CC and stuff like that, but the shadow's all borked up. It's always, see, this is why it's taking months, because stuff like this happens and I have to go and troubleshoot it and figure out what's happening. Dude, I didn't notice that before. That sucks. Well, that's something else I'm gonna have to troubleshoot later. That sucks. But yeah. I have to make this area wooded. See, I don't know if I want... I have to kind of figure out if I want to put... like houses here, or if I want to do tree, like a foresty vibe. Like, should I kind of do what I was doing over here? Let me just copy that over and just like block this out with trees, so that's just like foresty looking. Or should I put houses there? Because sometimes I don't like the look of the houses. Or I guess I could put this further back. Well, actually, now that I think about it, how far does your sim jog? Or like when they take their pets for a walk or something? Because they walk around the neighborhood. And so that's going to tell me how close the camera is going to get. I mean, if it's just for me, I don't really care, to be honest. Like, I know I placed it there and it's not like, you know, real or fleshed out or whatever. But like if they're jogging over here, they're gonna like see the edge of this. Like, how far over does this go? I don't know how far they jog. I feel like they don't come over here that much. I feel like they jog down here the most, because probably because this is like usable space because of where that community garden usually is. So I would think that they usually use that route instead of down here. I feel like they don't use this as much, but they could, and so that will probably inform me whether I'm gonna, you know how, let's just check, because I have a sim on the lot next to this one right here. And so maybe I'll just have him jog for a quick second so I can see where the sim routes. So I can see like where, like how far down the street he goes, to see how visible all the stuff I'm going to place is. And then that'll determine whether I do like a house or thing. Everyone's naked for some reason. I don't know what's happening. Okay, can you please actually go to your house for a second? He's miserable because he has to pee and he doesn't have any house stuff on his lot. Okay, let's go here. Okay, so now he's at his house. I'm gonna say to go jogging, and then we'll see where he runs, because that's gonna inform a lot. He's gonna run. Okay, so he takes the path, goes down here. Someone left their bike here. I didn't place that there. Goes okay, goes through the path again. Let's speed this up. Oh, almost died. I'm trying to see if he goes over here. Oh, I didn't see. That's it? Surely not. No, I don't think I know that when I take like pets and stuff for walks or jogs and stuff like that, I'm sure that they go further. Is this an adult bike? Yeah. Okay, can you please go for a bike ride? Let's see if that'll make him go more. Can you ride around on this? When you make your Sims tall, they do this with their arms on a bike because they have to reach the things, but they're tall. It looks kind of funny. But I like having height sliders in my game. Okay, he's like not going down the street at all. Why is that happening? He's just going down this one path. But I'm so sure that they usually go down that sidewalk. Okay, wait. Here's the thing. Maybe I'll just make him go here. Because people are biking. Obviously, like this person's biking over there. I want to make sure it's like traversable and like something's not weird and glitched out. I don't know why all these Sims are naked right now. I don't know what's happening. Okay, so he can come down here. So it is traversable space. Again, I have clickable worlds in my game right now. So he should be able to do stuff. Don't. Oh my gosh, I have to take this freaking bike out of his thing because otherwise he's going to be using it forever. Sell that. Okay. Wait, is he going? Yeah, you can go. What? Okay, so that's not walkable? Where are you going? Oh, is he going around? I think he's going to go around the fence. Which, this is kind of a weird... Do Sims usually walk this? Because this is usually not usable area, I feel like. I have to take the thing out of my game and then see how it works. Because right now he's going this way, but I don't feel like that would be how Sims would usually route to this area. Because why can't he just... Can he go over there at all? Oh, I guess it's not walkable. But isn't this where the community garden usually is? It's got all the markings of where it usually is. Is it over here? Well, that guy just did it. That guy just walked through here. Hello? Where are you going? Oh my gosh. Why is he routing so weird? Okay, so now you're coming down this. Why couldn't you just walk out of this? Unless this... No, this guy's coming over here. Is he gonna play soccer? So this is usable because this guy's coming to play soccer. Oh, never mind. He said forget it. Can you not use it? Let me see if he can use that. Are you gonna walk all the way around instead of just going in here? Yeah. That's so weird. I don't know why the routing's so strange. This is another thing about having stuff like deleted from the world and then trying to build something new on top is like the routing's gonna be super weird. I wonder if I should take pictures like this of the routing. Wait, let me actually just do this right now. I wonder if I should take like an above screenshot and then here, let me close this. And then have like another screenshot of the way it is originally so I can see where the Sims usually route. Do you know what I'm saying? Because right now, instead of like he can come through this path which is always walkable, and this is usually where the garden is, so I don't know why they're choosing not to go here. That's kind of weird to me because this should be fine. Because is that like community garden area? At least I'm pretty sure it is. Unless it's this area. I don't think it's that far down though. So he should be able to do this. Like, I don't know why he's specifically choosing just this back area to walk through. And also this road's kind of weird for him to walk through. I feel like this usually isn't traversable. So that's kind of weird to me. But he can use this. So that's cool. Good for him. I'm glad that's working, but like this routing situation is kind of crazy. Okay, well that's good to know. This is the woes of trying to make a save file that doesn't look that doesn't look the same as it usually does. You'll have all these routing issues. I guess I can place whatever here because now I know that, I don't know, the routing's kind of weird anyways. It may be because of the Clickable Worlds mod. I'm gonna have to take that out and then test it. Because I don't know if that's what's causing issues with him routing. I don't think it is though, to be honest. I think it's just being The Sims 4. So yeah, that kind of sucks, but we're gonna have to figure that out. I'm gonna just take, oops. I'm just gonna take some of the brush and bushes and stuff that I put over here onto this area over here. I don't know if I'm gonna make this foresty, or maybe I should put, I think maybe I'll put fences. Oh, are these all on there? Yeah, I can't use that. Let me type in fence really quick. Well, as quick as I can because it has to load all the stuff in here. Although it wasn't that bad. Because I basically recolored those fences. Is it from Eco Lifestyle? Yeah. The Eco Lifestyle like debug fences. I just recolored them in a bunch of different like swatches. And I don't know. I've been using this darker swatch. I might not use that everywhere, but right now I don't mind it. I usually go for a lighter fence, but the other ones seem a little too contrasting. I actually might make another swatch, to be honest. But we'll have to see about that. But I'm gonna put some fences over here because this is supposed to be kind of a different area. Maybe I will put some houses over here. I was thinking about just doing the trees, but I might actually just end up doing some houses. The thing with deco houses and placing them though is that you only have like a certain amount that looks different from each other, because it's whatever's in debug really. And then I guess if you can find some on the internet, which I have been able to find some people have done like house recolors of the debug houses, so at least you have some kind of, you know, variety I guess between them. But there's not a whole bunch out there, so it's kind of difficult because you're gonna have repeats at some point, especially if you're doing like a larger neighborhood. So that's my problem right now. I can put houses here. Also, you're really limited on like the style of house. That's also something I find a little bit frustrating, because obviously like the debug houses are going to be in the style of whatever the world the pack is from that you're getting it. And so sometimes you don't want your neighborhood to have that same kind of style of house and architecture, and you don't really got a choice because you just got to work with what you got to work with. So that kind of is unfortunate in that way. You can have the fence there. I like it just because when your Sims may or may not be walking past, because I can't find out what the routing is of this place, but if they are walking like over here, then it'll be like, you know, when you're on just like a street and there's like a fence there next to the sidewalk. That makes sense to me. I kind of want to put fences over here, but that's gonna be really annoying because it's on a curve, so it's gonna be kind of, that's not gonna be fun to do, to be honest. I think I'm gonna make multiple pieces of this one. I'm gonna try and eyeball the way this curve works. It's mostly straight like this, and then it kind of comes out a little bit. That actually, well, maybe this much, maybe that much. I'm trying to follow the curve. Do we think that's gonna work? mean, it doesn't have to be exact. But I am gonna try and make it as close as possible. I also want to build an office building or something. But I'm debating on just doing something in San Moschino in one of like the penthouse lots to have it be like a high-rise office building. Or if I want like the Sims 3 vibes of having, you know, like when your sim in the Sims 3 would be like a journalist and they would go to that office. I think it's like Doopies, or maybe that's the business one. I think they're both there actually, the business and the journalism. But they're like that little office building in the town. They keep on doing something like that, but I'm not sure. I don't know what I want. I could just do both because there could be different kinds of offices. I actually have built a like office building that's for multiple different careers and stuff like that in San Moschino, but the last version I did of it didn't save, of course, and so that was really sad and I was upset that I lost that. But I can try and I still have like the shell kind of base of it before it got deleted, so maybe I'll use that. I usually use that as like a base for an office building, and I can put it in, I usually put it, you know where the gym is in San Moschino? It's like in the financial district kind of area. I usually put it there at that lot just because I feel like it's like the only lot in that financial district that isn't a high-rise building, so it's like an actual buildable lot that you can go on. So I'll probably place it there, or I can do the penthouse offices. I don't know what to do because having a whole penthouse just be offices, like, do I want that? But if I don't do that, then it's just gonna be somebody's penthouse. I'm not always gonna play in a penthouse. Maybe it doesn't really matter. I don't know. I feel like I don't play in those penthouses pretty much ever. I've only done it like a handful of times, and obviously they're usually like famous people, like famous Sims, because that's the only thing that really makes sense for why they would be living in a penthouse, being able to afford to live in a penthouse. Man, this curve's kind of weird. This curve is, oh, that's worse. That's literally worse. Let me just, okay, it's still not. Can I just clone this one? Also, the reason why I don't do a lot of like the world building kind of things is because this is literally what you would be watching the whole time. I don't even know if this is going to be entertaining. This might not even go up. This might not even make a video. Because how interesting is placing this fence? Really? Like the tedium of this? Oh my gosh. If I could just get this angle correct, that'd be really awesome. That'd be really good if I could just... That is as close as I'm going to get. I'm going to not be picky about it. And we're just going to do that. And that's fine. Does this match? No. Yeah. So just... Honestly, I think I'm going to stop there. Like, I'm going to stop the fence there. Because your Sims don't even go that far. Oh, there's a big... Oh, wait, no, that's supposed to be the opening for this, like, sidewalk thing. Should I leave that? Yeah, we'll leave that. I'll leave that blank. I was gonna maybe, like, put another fence there and just, like, close it off. But I'll just leave it open. So if your Sims do, for some reason, go down here, at least this is, like, fenced off and it feels a little bit better. Also, I'm gonna put some, of that... Oh, my organized debug got messed up. Did I fix that? Oh, I don't think I did. Oh, I didn't. Because my resource folder got moved, and when you... Oh, I have to restart. Dude. I don't want to restart right now. That sucks. I was gonna put, I Actually, do I have some over here? I think I do. Yeah, I do have some over here. I'll just steal it from this really quick because this is what I wanted to search for anyways. And I'm not going to do it the regular way without organized debug because it's super annoying and I hate it. I just wanted to grab some grass pieces and then put them here so that it covers up these weird little things going on from the world being all botched up. Can do that. Put some over here. Dress it up a little bit. Put some right there. Some of them are floating, I think. Okay. This one's floating a little bit. Oops. Also, if my reshade looks different, it's because I had to like re-download it to like update it and like other things on my drive, and then my preset looked completely different because I'd taken some of the folders out and it was like a whole thing and I just haven't bothered fixing it, so my reshade doesn't even look even remotely the same. So yeah, if it looks different, it's because it literally is, and I had to uninstall stuff and reinstall stuff and update, and it was this whole thing. So I'm gonna fix it eventually, maybe, or I'm just gonna leave it and make another reshade, I guess. I don't know. But it does not look the same. That's a lot of overgrown grass, but if it's not that, then it's whatever this mess is. So I have to just pick and choose what I would rather see. And I think overgrown grass probably is gonna win that. Okay, so there's overgrown grass over there, and then probably bushes over here, right? I'm feeling bushes near this little edge of this canal area and in between. We'll put some bushes over here. I feel like we need, like, you know those big bushes you see in real life that are like tall? They're like really big and tall. I feel like we need bushes like, I mean, I guess these are like genuinely tall. Like your sim is like their head's literally at the top of it, but I don't know. I want like fuller, longer looking bushes, you know what I'm saying? Actually, let me just go see if I have that shrub. This thing. Like, you know when bushes in real life are like really big and they're like tall like that? I just feel like this one kind of looks weird because the stalks are so huge, because obviously it's supposed to be shorter than this. So I don't usually use it, but I just feel like it just does so much more to cover area, which is what I usually want when I'm world building stuff like this. Maybe I should turn some of them so they don't look the same. Oh yeah, it's like hanging over. That's cute. We'll do that with this one too. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe another tree. Maybe we put the tree over here. By the way, if you thought these trees were from me, these are not. Like, some of these trees are, but this tree right here, this tree right here, this one is from the Amber House pack by Simsy45. This is not my tree, and I didn't retexture it. Just want to make that clear in case somebody got confused. So if you want that tree, you can get it now. I have to fix these other trees because the shadows are botched up. I'm so mad about that. I didn't notice that until when I was recording, and now I'm sad about it. The other tree shadows are fine. It's just that one's kind of weird. I don't know why, and I'm not really sure how to fix that, to be honest. But I'm gonna have to figure it out. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I think we're gonna have to do some deco houses. If I can find them. Like, I have these. These are recolors of, I think, Eco Lifestyle or oh no, it's High School Years by Tetians, whatever that is. You can see it on the screen. But whoever made this, they did recolors of the High School Years houses. So, yeah, I've been trying to use these in some places. But again, like, it's going to be the same kind of style of house. And I wish we had more, like more variety of stuff, do you know? Maybe I should just pick up other meshes if I can find some. There's this one. There's this one. It's kind of a bigger house though. I kind of want them to be a bit smaller. I think a winged llama has some houses that are deco. If I can find it somewhere, then I can use it. I don't see them in the menu though. These are all the cars that I have. I don't know where those are. They're just kind of, they're usually here, but also my debug's being weird because I have to reset it. So we'll just go place these over here and then I'm gonna see how I feel about them. Because I might not even really like how it's gonna look. So we'll have to see. I'm gonna move some of these bushes. I might just kind of throw them over here really quick so I can place the house in this area. I'll do this one. And then this one. I want them to be kind of close together, but not too close together. Put this over there. Maybe. I don't know how I'm feeling about it. I don't know. Let me see the sunset. Oh my gosh, that light's really blaring. It's not terrible. I don't know if I hate it. Maybe I need to like dress up this area to really feel it. It's not the worst. Maybe it's because they're so similar in color. Maybe that's what I'm not sure about. Yeah. Maybe they have to be closer together. Maybe it's because they're further apart. If I do this. Okay, yeah. Maybe it's because they were too far apart. I feel a little bit better about that now. Okay. And I'll go and like refresh my debug and then we'll see how that turns out. But I'm like filming for almost an hour, so maybe we'll see each other again in the next video and then we can kind of like figure out the way that's gonna look. I know this is like a random video, truly. But this is what I was doing. So I thought maybe I would just show you guys. Because this is, you know, I feel like when I show worlds like this, it's because I've already like done all the stuff. And obviously like you could tell from me placing this fence tediously is because it's very tedious and I'm not sure if it's entertaining to watch. And so that's why I usually do like the tour videos after I've already built it. But yeah, I don't know. I just thought I would take you guys along with me on this one. But I'm gonna go and have to figure out this stupid tree situation because the shadow's all weird on them. So I guess I'm gonna go do that. And also I have to refresh my debug, and I'm gonna figure out this routing thing because that's bothering me. If it's even fixable, probably isn't. And maybe I'll like update you on how this is going in the next one, or the next one will be like a speed build or something else that you can download. But yeah, thanks for watching this video, and I hope that you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.